All right, guys, welcome back to another episode. I'm your host, T. Welcome to the Adventures of TNT. Now, you guys have requested, and we will oblige. Today, I'm going to be checking out Louis C.K., and the piece he's doing is called On Dating, the number one threat to women. Now, I am familiar with Louis C.K. I haven't heard I haven't heard too much of his comedy. We did do one comedy special from him, but it never made the channel because what he was talking about was so touchy that we knew if we uploaded it to the channel, it would cause some kind of issues or whatever. So we took it down and we put it on Patreon. I can't even remember what the piece was called, but all I know is that at the end, like, Tasha was completely shocked. So I know he is one of those comedians that has no problem speaking his mind. And I believe he may have been canceled. I don't know. But let's go ahead and jump into this piece, and let's see what he's talking about. Let's go.
It's a weird selection process that we have. Dating really is. It's how we evolve as dating.
It is.
It's how we choose each other. Mm-hmm. And dating is a real drag for a lot of people, but I always think it's a nice thing. You know, when I see a date, I'm always happy. When I see a couple on a date, because it means people are still trying, you know? You see a couple on a date, it means there's still courage out there. That takes courage to go on a date, for both sides. Two very different kinds of courage. The male courage, traditionally speaking, is that he decided to ask. He went up to a random woman who he has no idea if she's going to like him or not, and he walked up to her, terrifying.
Right.
Everything in your body's telling you, just go the fuck home and jerk off. Don't do this. But he walked up and said, hi, yes. And she's like, no, give me a second. And you're trying to get through this membrane of, you know, and then if it works and you say, you want to go out sometime? Sometimes she'll say yes. And if she says yes, that's her courage. And the courage it takes for a woman to say yes is beyond anything I can imagine. A woman saying yes to a date with a man is literally insane and ill-advised. And the whole species' existence counts on them doing it. And I don't know how do women still go out with guys when you consider the fact that there is no greater threat to women than men. We're the number one threat to women. Globally and historically, we're the number one cause of injury and mayhem to women. We're the worst thing that ever happens to them. That's true. You know what our number one threat is? Heart disease. That's the whole thing. That's it. Just our own heart going, dude, I can't. You can't keep doing this. I told you 3 strokes ago that this is not smart. But women still think, yeah, I'll go out with you alone at night. What are you, nuts? I'll get in your car with you with my little shoulders. Hi, where are we going? To your death, statistically. How do they still do it? If you're a guy, try to imagine that you could only date a half bear, half lion. And you're like, oh, I hope this one's nice. I hope he doesn't do what he's going to do.
Yo, a half bear, half lion. No fucking way.
I love when I see a date. You know, when you see a date, you can tell it's the first date because the way they're walking together, and she's looking up at his face, trying to figure him out, and he's just a mess. A guy in a first date has no actual personality. He's just a mishmash of different kinds of dudes for a couple of seconds each. Just anything. No cohesive, just like a ransom note cut out of a lot of magazines. Just, yeah, yes, I think so too. Whatever, just like a blind dick in space, just thrusting in infinite directions, hoping to find pay dirt at some place. And then sometimes you see a date that's later down the line and something has happened. There's something that happens in a date that I never get to witness, because women do this. They get to do it inside. They get to just decide quietly, I'm gonna let him fuck me. They just get to decide. Something he says, and she's like, that was good, he's gonna fuck me later. And he has no idea. He's still like trying all this shit. He still has no idea he's already in there.
Oh, man. Oh! All right, I'm probably gonna have to find that special so I can watch the rest of that. But yeah, that for the most part, what he was saying, it was true. I think when I first started dating, and learning how to date, you're just all over the place. You're trying everything. You want to impress the girl. You want to act cool. You don't want to act too cool. You don't want to be an asshole. It's a figuring out process. And while all of this is going on, you're still trying to come up with a strategy of how you can get the girl home. And as you continue to date and you have more experiences, then you become better at it. And so that you're not all over the place. And it is true. Women make that decision of whether they're going to go home with you, at that moment. Like, you might say the right thing or you might do the right thing, and it's like a snap just like that. She's like, yo, this guy, he's going to get some. With guys, it's different. It's like the moment we see you, we're already ready to give you some. We don't even have to go on a date. So anyway, I would love to check out some more pieces from Louis C.K. So if you have some suggestions, go ahead and leave them down below in the comment section. Subscribe to the channel. Check out our playlist where we have a bunch of other comedians. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace.